Hey guys, remember how last night I told you that Donald Trump was going to be at it again today with another one of his corny social media temper tantrums because a federal judge blocked all his tariffs? Well, I didn't realize it would be this bad. Take a look at this absolute meltdown he just had on social media and wait for the end because this is a long one. He says the U.S. Court of International Trade incredibly ruled against the United States of America on desperately needed tariffs, but fortunately, the full 11-judge panel on the U.S. Court of Appeals for the Federal Circuit Court has just stayed the order by the Manhattan-based Court of International Trade. Where do these initial 3 judges come from? How is it possible for them to have potentially done such damage to the United States of America? Is it purely a hatred of Trump? What other reason could it be? I was new to Washington, and it was suggested that I use the Federalist Society as a recommending source on judges. I did so openly and freely, but then realized they were under the thumb of a real sleazebag named Leonard Leo, a bad person who, in his own way, probably hates America and obviously has his own separate ambitions. He openly brags about how he controls judges and even justices of the United States Supreme Court. I hope that is not so and don't believe it is. In any event, Leo left the Federalist Society to do his own thing. I am so disappointed in the Federalist Society because of the bad advice they gave me on numerous judicial nominations. This is something that cannot be forgotten. With all that being said, I am very proud of many of our picks, but very disappointed in others. They must always do what's right for the country. In this case, it is only because of my successful use of tariffs that, hang on, many trillions of dollars have already begun pouring into the USA from other countries. Money that, without these tariffs, we would not be able to get. It is the difference between having a rich, prosperous, and successful United States of America and quite the opposite. The ruling by the U.S. Court of International Trade is so wrong and so political. Hopefully, the Supreme Court will reverse this horrible, country-threatening decision quickly and decisively. Backroom hustlers must not be allowed to destroy our nation. The horrific decision stated that I would have to get the approval of Congress for these tariffs. In other words, hundreds of politicians would sit around D.C. for weeks and even months trying to come to a conclusion as to what to charge other countries that are treating us so unfairly. If allowed to stand, this would completely destroy presidential power. The presidency would never be the same. This decision is being hailed all over the world by every country other than the United States of America. Radical left judges, together with some very bad people, are destroying America under this decision. Trillions of dollars would be lost by our country, money that will make America great again. It would be the harshest financial ruling ever leveled on us as a sovereign nation. The president of the United States must be allowed to protect America against those that are doing it economic and financial harm. Thank you for your attention to this matter. No, thank you, President Trump. Thank you for paying attention to the Constitution, because you would know that federal judges actually just saved this country trillions and trillions of dollars because Congress has to approve these unilateral tariffs that you have basically destroyed our economic standing with the rest of the world by enacting.